He has successfully shaped his business landscape from its nascence to its zenith. His professional ventures span a wide array of sectors, from agriculture, ICT, aviation, oil and gas, to e-commerce. He has left his indelible mark. Can we put our hands together for that? Dr. Peterson has taken on a new role in the public service as an appointee of the Delta State government, an iconic technocrat among the governmental ranks. He serves as the special advisor on entrepreneurship development to Governor Sherry Oborowe, steering a vision of robust entrepreneurial growth and unleashing the potential within Delta State. So, it's not a mistake that he's here today. Is it a mistake? What are we doing today? What's the theme of this conference? Start up something. And so, it's a match of the role we are giving to him today. Now, educated in the United Kingdom, Dr. Peterson's training as an economist is evident in his ability to leverage his acumen and insight in redefining the possibilities of entrepreneurial and economic growth. As a technocrat, his unique understanding of economic systems and his technical expertise provide a formidable blueprint for development in Delta State. Dr. Peterson's life's mission transcends mere personal achievement. He seeks to enrich lives, adding value with a level of sincerity and commitment that ensures lasting impact. The seasoned technocrat continues to provide tools, resources, and opportunities, fostering a spirit of enterprise and instilling resilience in the heart of many, especially budding entrepreneurs. In a remarkable blend of philanthropy and technology, Dr. Peterson is consistently setting the pace for others to follow. He continues to inspire the pursuit of excellence and development, shaping a promising future. His work emphasizes the undeniable power of a single individual to make a difference, challenging us all to do our part in creating a better world, one act of generosity at a time. In the sphere of philanthropy and technology, Dr. Peterson is a guiding light, showcasing how to leverage expertise and work for a greater good. His life and work are a testament to the enduring power of vision and the transformational effect of investing in humanity. With a clapping ovation, join me as I welcome Dr. Donald Peterson. Oyebe. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The convener of this summit and special guest, I want to thank you for this opportunity. Also our erudite scholar and speaker that spoke just about the time I came in. I also want to thank you for doing justice to the topic we have today. Before going on, I would like to ask, do we still want to continue in English or we want to broken down properly? Because this is a very serious business. If you know, definition, if you want us to break it down, let us break it down. Because you must take home something from here. Something has to be. Either you go up or you don't remember where you are because you regret it if you don't take this step, you go down. So by the special grace of God, we go up in Jesus' name. I know that the target audience here are mostly students and also young professionals. I think we stay on the English. Do we agree? Yes. Thank you very much. Peterson, the special advisor on entrepreneurship development in Delta State. This is my space. This is what I do. It's having it's about entrepreneurship development, and that is what we're here to discuss. Entrepreneurship is a vital engine of economic growth in any society. Any society that wants to grow has to embrace entrepreneurship. Before now, we have witnessed indolence, we have witnessed non-creativity. When you see hard times and difficult times is making us to really look inward. After all, the Bible said, above all things, I wish that you may be what? In good health. And of what? Of sound mind. When the Bible says sound mind, that's being creative and innovative. So what we'll be talking about today are how creativity, innovation helps in enhancing entrepreneurship development, linking it to local source and international source. That's how I want to deliver the topic that I've been given to you. First, who is an entrepreneurship? Or who is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is anyone that is in the business to make profit and to make advancement. An entrepreneur is different from a businessman. A businessman is interested in selling his goods with the hope of making profits. But an entrepreneur goes beyond making profit. It's about making an impact. That is why you say someone like Elon Musk is not just a businessman. He's much more than a businessman. He is an entrepreneur because he's making impact. I'll start by sharing this story. You know, now when we say electric cars, we see it as new, right? Google, fact check. Electric cars have been around since 1938. That was when my late father was just 4 years old. My father died at the age of 31 and he's gone now. But electric cars have been around since that time. Nobody thought about going back and innovating, seeing the challenges that electric cars have then, and looking at the needs of today's society and serving them right. That's what Elon Musk did. What he did was to look at first the capacity of the battery, second, the charging time. It's not enough to say you have electric cars and it takes you 5 days to charge and you go for 50 miles or 85 kilometers and then that's it. It doesn't make economic sense. Then what did he do? He went into research and discovered that not just lithium batteries, there are other ways of making batteries that can last longer. He came up with batteries of varying capacities that could do 600 kilometers to 800 kilometers. Even now, they've got batteries on full charge that can do 1,200 kilometers. And I tell you, from Lagos to Maiduguri, the distance is 1,200 kilometers. So you have cars that can do Lagos to Maiduguri non-stop now. Having done that, he looked at how best to serve the people. And he looks at perception that plays a very important role. The design of the car. He built a very nice car, a nice concept, and he gave a very wonderful design. Little wonder, Tesla, few years an unknown car maker, is now the most profitable car manufacturing company in the world. A lot of people don't know that the market capital share of Tesla is about 10 times that of Mercedes. So when you talk about cars here, we talk about Mercedes. You know, we look at Mercedes as a very big company. But Tesla is almost $1 trillion. The last time they checked was 880 billion under 15 years that Elon Musk took over that company. What did he do with it? He innovated. He created out of what has been existing. So, my brothers and sisters, I want to tell you about the mindset of an entrepreneur. The entrepreneur is supposed to be creative and innovative. And I'd like to use relatable examples. The three speakers that came here to deliver the unspoken words, or spoken words to us. The first person came up to the podium and recited excellently well, ex-tempo. The second person did the same thing, came up there and recited brilliantly well, ex-tempo. But what did the third person do? She came out, she didn't come to the podium. She wants to be different. She wants to engage. She came directly in the crowd and started speaking. While she was speaking, when it got to the time to give us the charge, she modulated the volume of her voice and started giving her charge the way an army general or a general will give us charge during the wartime, like you're going to the war front and studying you up. If you take serious look at the three speakers, that's for me. I can remember more of what the last speaker said. Why? Because she was more interactive. She came towards and delivered. The first two speakers did so well, brilliantly well, but they were not engaging enough. Okay? But the last speaker was reading. She would read and say it, read and say it. But at the end of the day, I, as a person, can relate more to what the last speaker said because she was more engaging. That is the mindset of an entrepreneur. Now, today, most of you all here would have gone to different seminars all over the country and around the world. We have had people come to deliver to us ideas. Today, we are going to talk about relatable examples. Because what we want to do here is to empower people with knowledge. They said knowledge is power, right? And he said the entrance of the word giveth what? So that word is going to enter us today and it's going to give life. And that life is going to create a lot of things in us today that in 1 year time, I see the next summit where young professionals will be making pitches, business pitches, where we'll come here as mentors, we'll watch our mentees and young professionals pitch business ideas to us, and the winners or the ones that probably address more of the challenges we have in our society will be funded. Because it's not just enough for us to come and speak grammar, and at the end of the day, we go home not being able to remember what was said a few hours ago. I will start with this. How many people here wants to make money? Nobody? Okay. I know I want to make money. How many people here know that when you came out of your house and you walked up to this place, there was 1,001 opportunities that you passed that you couldn't relate with it? How many people? Okay, I'll start by this. Let's start with local opportunities that we have here. Opportunities that will not cost you an arm and a leg. I want us to start from businesses that you don't even have to borrow money from anybody. Because, as our last speaker said, he said, the only thing that is part from the top is the grade. So we want to start bottoms up, not top to bottom. It's now bottoms up. Now, let's look at this. How many people know the coconut? Do you have coconut in your compound? How many people here in your village houses, not the city one, your ancestral home, the village home, the family home, the back of your house is up to 1 acre, not hectare, acre. Anybody? Someone? Good. Do you know that? That land that is not yours, that is the family land, naturally talk with the family and say, let me plant something. I'm not taking it. I just want to use it for some years. I'm not struggling over this land with anybody. I just want to make it more productive. And anytime you want your land in, after 5 years, you can have it. And even if you need it, but this is what I have on it, don't cut it down. You think the family will agree to this? Good. If some family will agree to this, it means that your problem is completely solved. How? All you need to do is, some people already said they have coconut existing in their compound, right? You know before now, to plant a coconut, you need a coconut pod, right? But do you know that? Given recent innovation, you don't need a coconut to plant a coconut. And for this, whatever I'm telling you, you have your phone. That phone is a powerful tool. The processor in that phone is bigger and faster than the processor in the computer that they used in landing man on the moon some decades ago. So please use it, as I say, fact checking. What you need to do is go to that existing coconut and cut the palm front. You know the palm front? That's the way you cut it in pieces. And you will plant that palm front. If you're on YouTube now, just check how to do a coconut using palm front. Please check. And you will see that with that palm front, each palm front, you can actually grow about 5 coconut seedlings from it. So, for purpose of this discussion, we're going to take that we want to grow 100 coconut trees. Because 100 coconut trees can grow on 1 acre of land. And 1 acre of land, I think, is 2.5 plots. 6 plots of land. So you can grow 100 coconuts on a 6 plot of land in the village. You don't have to grow it in town. In the village. And where you don't have land in the village, there are some land that belongs to government, which government is not going to use for a while, because His Excellency, the Delta State Governor, is pro entrepreneurship, and he wants entrepreneurship development. Soon, there's a policy that will come out and say, look, if you know you have idea for farming and you need land to farm, come and farm. After all, when you farm, when you produce it, it's yours. You won't carry the land to your house, will you? So let's take hypothetical here. That on that 1 acre, which is 6 plots, you plant 100 coconuts. And the coconut tree has a lifespan of between 100 and 120 years. But each coconut tree produces between 80 and 100 pods every year. But from the time you plant that coconut seedling to the time the coconut start producing is 2.5 years to 3 years. Let's say it's 3 years. So you give yourself 3 years gestation period for that business. And once the coconut tree is grown, have you ever seen anybody watering coconut tree? Have you ever, the coconut tree in your company where you're watering it for it to grow, right? Once it sprouts and you give that early care and you transfer it to the permanent land or the site, or if that's the site, you leave it alone, it grows on its own. Now, I can see a lot of our mothers and sisters are here that goes to market, because most of us men, we don't even know where the market is. I'm very sure that you tell Pastor Mabidon how much is pepper in the market, you probably will not know. But if you ask any woman how much is sell pepper in the market, they will tell you the latest price, even up to this morning. Now, our sisters and our mothers here, how much did you buy coconuts last? The last coconut you bought? Can you remember? Yes, sir.
500 naira.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. You can see who is more correct. Thank you. Please, a big round of applause for our women. When it comes to taking care of home, our women are excellent. And they are very cumbersome with prices. Today's price, 1,500. But you are not the market. You are not selling at the market price. Let's say what you want to sell is 800 naira, just about half the market price. And you have 100 trees. Now, there is an app that is being designed by the Delta State government for Delta entrepreneurs to participate, download for free, and transact legitimate business for free. Now, there are other apps that you can also, the marketplace app, where you can do that. What this app does is, by the time you plant, you record the day you plant your fronts, the palm front. And the app on its own will be tracking the development of these your coconut trees. The app will be reporting to the market that, madam, what's your name? What's your name, madam? Mrs. Paulson. The app will be transmitting to the market that Mrs. Paulson that lives in on number so and so in Agobi, has 80 coconuts, that you go by the minimum. 80 coconuts times 100 trees. That's how much. Somebody do the math for us. That's 1,000 coconuts. He has 8,000 coconuts. Will be ready for market in 2 weeks' time. Now, he's broadcasting this to everyone that has the app on their phone. He's broadcasting this to the market and on social media. So, let's say that our cameraman here is a planter of coconuts. He's not a planter of coconuts. And he sees that this Moses coconut is 800 naira for one. And he knows that in the market he will sell for 1,500. And by the time he takes out transportation and all that, he probably makes 500 naira for each coconut. He calls Mrs. Moses because he has never met her before, pay her a visit to examine the coconut. What would a smart businessman do? He say, I will buy this coconut from you. And if he's a more knowledgeable businessman, he will say, let us sign a 2 or 3 years agreement. In fact, mind what you sign in business. Don't just sign agreements so that you don't sign your life out. You know, whiskey sign off some life royalties on some of his songs to bank. And for life, whiskey will never make money from those songs. But thank God that whiskey, God is helping him, he's innovating, he's releasing albums that top chart and all that. After he break away from Barcelona, that's why he's still liquid. If not, he would have gone by that to the sign. Because sometimes it's easier when you see money. 5 years, I'm ready to give you 5 years in advance. Most of us will jump at it. Have you? But let's look at the year-on-year thing. You have 8,000 coconuts. And how much did you have here? 800. Somebody do the math.
6.4 million.
6.4 million. This is what she starts to make after 3 years of her waiting. Please. Did you hear when we said she borrowed money from anybody? Did she borrow money from anybody? Okay. I will use her as a new example. She makes 6.4 million from that coconut. Because she's making it in bulk, she's not making it in piecemeal. She has not seen the potential in the business of coconuts. Mr. also now decided to approach the Delta State government through the Office of the Special Advisor on Entrepreneurship Development and say, please, I have a business idea. All I want is land. Give me land to do more of this business. And they look at it, and the governor that we have has a listening ear and wants to create a productive businessman, decided that they should give her about 100 acres now. I'm using acres so that we can relate to 100 coconut on 1 acre times 100 hectares. From that first year of our making 6.4 million. Given that she will make another 6.4 million the second year, if not more, that's the least she can make. Don't forget that this 6.4 million is the least she can ever make. Now, the second year she makes the same money. But she has planted on that 100 acres that the state government has given to her. Please, if on 1 acre you can have 100 coconuts, how many coconuts can you have on a 100 acres? Can somebody do the math? 100 times
10,000.
Okay. So that we won't rule out unreasonable figures. Let's say she decides to be planting 40 coconuts per acre. Let's not take unreasonable figures. So 40 coconut per acre times 100 acre will be how many?
400,000.
4,000 coconut trees now. 4,000 coconut trees by 80 coconuts per year will give what? Hello? Who is doing the math? 320,000 coconuts. Now, let's say because of the relationship between Mrs. Imosa and the smart buyer, Ms. Mosa wants to maintain her price year on year. You know, this is now it now be 2.5 years for that. So these are about 3.5 years after the coconut price is still the same, which we all know it cannot stay the same. But for purpose of this, let's do that. Please, my brother, do the math. Times 800.
256 million.
Okay. Did you get it? I didn't get it.
256 million.
No, see the way it will make Mrs. Mosa's new status now.
256 million.
That is over $250 million. You know? Clap for this idea from Mrs. Mosa. So, in 5 years, Mrs. Mosa is on her way to a billionaire. She's already 25% there, right? Did she borrow any money here? Did she buy any fertilizer? Did she buy anything? Did she even weed? You know why? Have you seen where coconut grows? Have you noticed that weeds don't really grow around coconut? You can see small weeds, but not those one that requires some very serious attention. Because the coconut roots are there, scavenging and taking all the nutrients. They've got very powerful roots that draws it all up. Understand? Now, this is the first idea of a small business that you can start without money. I'm giving us relatable ideas so that we can go and try it out. Try out small. Don't live here and not do something. Now, a second person. Let's pick a guy this time around. This protocol officer looks very smart and young, and I tell you what name? What? Precious. Okay. Now, Precious came out of this conference and said, in my village, we don't have family land where I can plant coconuts. I only have a space, the quarter of this hall, behind my father's house. That space cannot even take two room boys' quarters. But I want to do business. Now, people talk about agribusiness. Have you seen people doing snail business, right? What do they do with the snail? They take small snail, they grow them. What do? They sell them for meat. Have you? But the mindset of an entrepreneur, the meat is very cheap. You don't need to sell snail as meat. What is required? And please, don't tell me. It's not going to tell me. You know when you get out the snail, it's very slimy, right? Do you know that slime of snail is highly needed, highly sought after by France, needed in France, needed in Spain, needed in Morocco, needed in places where they make cosmetics. Do you know that? Okay, I'll tell you. Also, we are an app that is being designed in the Office of the Special Advisor on Entrepreneurship. We will link you to the marketplace. So we are solving 75% of your problem to look for market. You see how Mr. Bolstered was in our house and business located at? Can you see that our governor has some ideas, some very good innovative ideas? Please a big round of applause for our governor. I'm not talking politics. He appointed me for me to do that. So if he appointed me for me to do that, he's the one who knows what he wants to do, and he approved for us to do that. So that's why we're doing it. And that's the best way to serve him. He's not in coming to give you handouts. It is in giving you a lifeline. Now look at it. Precious decided that he will start snail business. But Precious doesn't have money to go and buy snail from the market. He doesn't have one dime. But there's something that Precious has that I don't have. Precious. Look at Precious. What does Precious have that I don't have? Thank you very much, madam. Precious has time. He's youthful. Precious has made me one of my kids with the age mates. Forget all this black hair. This is rigging. We are rigging it. We are old men. I tell people that my first child is in PhD. My second daughter is doing a master's. My third child is in 300 levels. And soon I'll become a grandfather. I didn't have them outside wedlock. I married their mother for having kids. So you see. Now, Precious has youth. That energy of youth is priceless. I don't have it anymore. I had it some years ago. I've used it. It's only still, as the mother just say, they can't wait. My own understand. Tell us how to do press up. I'll do like 3 and I'll do like my way. But he will still be doing 20 and still be going. That's the difference. The one-time richest man in the world, Warren Buffett, he attended Columbia University. And he was going to hold a talk like this with the graduate student of Columbia University. And when it was coming in, there was this kind of innovation for the richest man in the world then. And he's an absolute investor. And the moderator asked him, Mr. Buffett, what was on your mind when you were coming in and you were receiving this kind of innovation? And he said, what was on my mind is, what will I not give to be like anyone here? And the moderator said, you are the richest man in the world. What do you mean, what will you not give? He said, yes, I'm old. Then he was 89, 87. He said, I'm on my way out. They are on their way in. That is the difference. I wish I'm on my way in with all these things I have. You see the difference? So Precious has something that most people don't have. We people of my age don't have. Which you all have here. But sea of young people, sea of opportunities here. So if you are a young person, clap for yourself. Not just stop clapping for yourself, take the next step in what we're going to talk about. Because we're teaching relatable examples. Now, Precious doesn't have money to buy these things. But Precious knows the bush he can go to and pick snail, right or wrong? Because he has passion for this business. He's hungry, he wants to make it. So, he wakes up very early one morning, goes to the nearby bush, and pick up some snail. You know, snails, they congregate. You can't just see only one snail in the whole of this area. Where you see one snail, there will be many other ones, right or wrong? So he's able to pick up about 20 snails and come back home. But because he was looking at the snail, and remember he used soup, and he's thankful to his parents for sending him to school despite the fact that he had finished serving and had no job. And he told his mother, please take these 5 snails and make better egusi soup for my father. But this 15, please mommy don't touch it, daddy don't touch it. It's my business. Now, because you have done that, you know there are ways to induce your parents to do something for you. You want to do snail business? Is that what you want to do? When you're supposed to dust your CV and go and look for a job? He said, daddy, don't worry. All I need is patience. Just feed me for 1 year in this house for free, and I'll feed you for a lifetime. You know, it's good you know words very well. You know, it's like if you look at those spoken words, if you listen to them, the way they are connecting their words and the way the tenses are coming, you're like being motivated and being charged up, right? So one thing, you must know how to use words very well. Especially on married men here, or married boys. You must know lyrics. When it's time for you to get married, you must know how to convince her. Yes, you have to know. So you talk to your father like that, and he leaves you. Why? They will give you their support. That support is to ensure that nothing happens to you. They do business on one more, and they'll be watching you. Now, when you get those skills, all you need to do is download the app. When you download the app, you report the number of snails you have. You know, snails, some are hermaphrodites. They have a male and female organ in them. While some are male, some are female, right? But most of the snails that we have here, especially in the south, are hermaphrodite snails. I think there are those snails they call the pots. They're called the pots. Those pot snails are those ones that produce the most expensive slime. So you see, but we chop them for meat. You know, when me and him now come back home, like today is Saturday, right? I'm going to come and idea with him. He said, Madam, give me a new soup and put snail very well. I want snail, let the snail be rumpling in the soup and sharing them. Don't like the money that we're sharing, you don't take money and put it in the fire. It's not our fault. During our time, we didn't know it. But your time, younger people, now you know. So don't make the mistake that we made. You have time on your side. Now, once you download the app, it states the number of snails that it has. And then the system starts tracking him and link him with other slime producers around. You know, about 5 years ago, you are producing slime. It looks very derogatory, right? But now it is money. That shows that times have changed. So they link them up because the quantity must be sizable. And guess what? For every 1 gram of snail slime, I'm not sure the exact amount because I'm an economist. I don't like saying what I don't know. I have the figure, but I don't want to pronounce what is not correct. But I know it's thousands of dollars. But I can remember for every point of that slime is $1. How much is $1 now? 1,750 naira. Can somebody show me what oil is? One oil is like this. This is about this. 1,750 naira. 1,750. Imagine where we are producing this every day because of the feed we are giving them, and the snails are reproducing. And those snails, they lay multiple eggs, right? So in 1 year, those 15 snails, because it's not eating them, has produced about, let's say, give or take 100 more. The number of snails that are producing slime for him has increased. In about 2 years, they probably will having about over 200 snails that are now being very big and producing slime. And for every 1 coin of it, it makes $1. And 1 snail will probably produce, there's a special feed you give that snail. The feed, you are not going to any supermarket to buy it. You produce it locally by yourself. There are special grasses. You just need to grind them together and give to the snail to eat them of the other snail. Did you hear that? The slime manufacturers of the other snail. And when they see precious, they're precious. What do? I manufacture slime. Can you how that would have started 10 years ago? That sounded ridiculous. But now, it's the hit thing. It's making money. You see? So, they can put their resources together and then form a huge concern. Where they say, it's slime produced by 20 people today, the money belongs to you. They won't produce 20 people tomorrow, the money belongs to you. Put that 20. You know, in the cooperative. And they do that so that they can have access to a lot of money, right? So this is one of them. Let's go to an area where we all run away from. If that thing enters here now, everybody will Ben Johnson. Imagine if I say, there's a scorpion under that thing. What will you do? You jump, right? But do you know that thing is money? I'll tell you, please, you have phone, fact check everything I'm saying there. Before now, what was this scorpion? What do? We kill it. But these are things that will make you rich that you are killing. You don't need to kill these scorpions. Rather, what is required? You see, I tell people that entrepreneurship development days, it's not coming to teach you how to do carpentry and how to solder iron. Those are not training skills. The training skills that the Gen Z in the house or the Gen Z available that wants to see are relatable skills that are trending that will make them money because they are very much in a hurry. Right, Gen Z? I hear you. You see, they want to make Gen Z. The father is using Mercedes, what they call that one, ML, and the man is feeling cool. The Gen Z wants to use the Maybach, he doesn't have time. It's not ready for that one you're saying. So he wants to make megaton money, but it's good to make money the right way. It's not about making money the wrong way. I will tell people that if you want your children not to eat outside, do you have food in the house for them? If you have food in the house and they go to eat, that's when you get upset. But when there's no food, what do you expect? That is why His Excellency has charged us uncommonly to come up with things that are uncommon, not things that people know already, things people don't know about. That is the space that we're working with. Now, to the issue of scorpion farm. Please, you have food here. Google scorpion farm or scorpion farm. Now, imagine somebody asking, who do we think now this time around? Let's pick another guy. You what's your name? Well, Samuel. Imagine Samuel. Somebody asks you, what do you do? You tell the person, I'm a scorpion farmer. What will they do? Or your father asks you, Samuel, you have finished school now, go and look for work. I said that, no. I'm going to be a scorpion farmer. Now, can you remember what we call scorpion in our vernacular language? Apple. Imagine what your father is telling his friend. Look at this, my son. After I've spent so much money training in the university, can you imagine? Who did I offend? That my son, that the business administration will finish your thing, can you imagine? Now, let me clear you. You see that scorpion? Our app still covers all that. Now, for you to produce a gallon of scorpion venom, you need 2,576 scorpions every day to produce 1 gallon. 1 gallon is 4 liters. So what do? Is how do you even start this business? There are apples everywhere, there's scorpion everywhere. What you do is this. You can either do one of these two. You can come to us for training. Once you have up to 10 of you, or 20 of you, or 100 of you, we will teach you for free. That's 100. Like, make money. So, someone, you want to become a scorpion farmer? Okay, you are not asking yet because you don't know the money involved yet. Wait until you get the money. Now, so when you are up to 100, we teach you how to farm the scorpion without stinging you, and how to extract the venom. What will teach you how to extract the venom? Because you are going to have so much a number of it, and it's not a business that you alone can do, because you don't want to spend money, you don't want to waste money that you don't have. But this scorpion, you cut the scorpion, and the scorpion also reproduces. They lay eggs, and then they don't lay eggs, they produce emers. I think every 4 or 5 months they produce about 15 to 20. So this scorpion will do about 30 in a year. So the more scorpion you have, the better. So you have so many scorpions that the way you confine them so that they don't escape and go stinging people. We'll teach you all that. Now, can anybody guess how much is a gallon of scorpion venom? I asked you to Google it. By now you should have known, you should have seen the figure. You didn't Google now. How much is a gallon of scorpion venom? Let me help you. No, $39 million. $39 million. Not just that I'm here. Okay, let's do this way. Please, my brother, cost times 39 million times 1,750. Let us know, so you know whether you want to still be a scorpion farmer or not. Please help us with that. $1 million and 1.7 billion. So 39 of that. And 1 gallon of scorpion. Then, did you get it? Did you not be quiet? Okay, let's make it this way. $10 million is 17.5 billion, right? So 17.5 billion times, let's say times 4. 17 times 4 is what? 68.2 billion naira is what you make if you have 2,570 scorpion every day. But you can't keep 2,570 scorpion a day. Let's say that is what you are able to produce in 1 year. So, I guess do you want to be a job? Do you want to be a scorpion farmer? Look at someone has agreed that I want to become a scorpion farmer because there is good pepper in scorpion farming. So these are some of the things we are talking about here. That we have to think uncommon. We have to think outside the box in such a way that you make good money. You don't see that. You don't need to do those things that young people do that is not right before God for you to make good money. Okay? Elon Musk, just yesterday in the news, became the first human being to hit $400 billion. He did not do ritual. He did not do money listing. Besides, me and him were born the same year, but the senior me was 6 months old. And he was born at 28th of June, 1971. I was born December 1971, 28th June. So even if you get money back, the senior me still at his apostle. But at the same year, the bonus. So you see, he did not do anything illegal. What he did was to find out the challenges in the society and what the needs are and to meet them. If you look at these things that we just discussed, with coconuts, they are looking for it. Scorpion venom, the companies are looking for it. But people benefiting more from it, you know where they are from? China. If you go online, you see a lot of Chinese people having farm for scorpion. But here, you tell them you're farming scorpion for so because they will not check how valuable scorpion farming could be. So, enough of this agro-entrepreneurship. What I've just explained, enough of this is agro-entrepreneurship, which in the Office of the Special Advisor on Entrepreneurship Development is one of our initiatives, agro-entrepreneurship. We have other things, like so many other hydroponic farming, salt, water, rice farming, cassava revolution, but let's not go there. I want to communicate relatable examples, something you see every day that you overlook, and something that can transform your life with a lot of ease. The one for scorpion, there are just special gloves that you need to buy, and the extraction. And if we put in 4 to 5 hours every day, extracting it, the rest 20-30 minutes in between, you make it. It's determination, because nothing comes easy, nothing comes free. So now, go to techpreneurship. I tell people that given how the population of the world is swelling today, There are two sets of people that will make megaton money. The people in agripreneurship and the people in techpreneurship. We have discussed some of the things in techpreneurship. You know, before now, in agripreneurship, they will tell you animal husbandry. Go and do cow farming, pig farming, goat farming. They are not wrong, they are not bad. But the Gen Zs don't have that patience. The Gen Z wants something that if I dedicate 2-3 years to it, I'll become a billionaire. Is that what you want? Is there any Gen Z here that wants to remain 100 years or 1,000 years? No, you want to buy private jets, you know. No problem. In the way the world is, you are very much in your right, but you must do the right thing. Now let's talk about technology. You all remember in 2019 when the Deep Learning Foundation came up with a program to teach entire sons and daughters and entire youth the language of programming at the then College of Education, now University of Delta. Now, we have equally come up with programs under the Office of the Special Advisor on Entrepreneurship to upskill young individuals, irrespective of the course you have studied in school. Once you are interested in tech, we will teach you. Now, we have programs from artificial intelligence to blockchain technology to various programming language. But to understand all of this will take you from the basics. You know, sometimes somebody will just say, I want to study artificial intelligence. I want to study cyber security. I want to study programming. It all sound big. But there is foundation knowledge that is required for you to do this. Because if the foundation of this property or this house is not right, this house will not stand right. So there is this course we call UI/UX. How many of you know UI/UX here? Anybody know UI/UX? UI/UX? Okay. You know UI/UX. You can Google UI/UX. UI/UX is the basic form of every programming language that you have in the world today. It will help you understand the language. Just as we are speaking English now, I hope you all remember that we didn't all start speaking English this way. We started with the alphabet, right? And the 2-letter words, then the 3-letter words. And we started joining our words together to make a sentence. Sentences together to make a paragraph, right? Now, this is what UI/UX is all about. If you understand UI/UX, you have deeper understanding of the today's IT skill that is required. Because our intention is to upskill our Delta youth, because we are common people. Do you know that this is the only state that has 4 state universities in Nigeria? Is there another state? 4 state-owned universities. Do you know that this is the only state that is indigent, have 2 of the most profitable banks in Nigeria? Do you know that? Janet and UBA, they are the most profitable banks available in Nigeria today. Doesn't that show you that there is something uncommon about us Deltans? Doesn't that show you that as Deltans we are smart people? This is a big round of applause for them. Our former governor, His Excellency, Senator Afro Kowa, Christian in the state and Christian others as smart state, smart people. So we are smart state inhabited by smart people. His Excellency, Elder Sheriff Oborigori, came in and said, more agenda. So what did he put smart and more together? What do you mean? You have more smart. When you are more smart, what happens? You are smartest, right? Or smarter, right? Okay, we go from smart, smarter, smartest. So we are smarter now. I don't think there's any other state that is in the smarter scale now. Now, because we have 4 universities, state-owned universities in Delta, and that's very good. You have conference and more youth aggregation in Delta State. So we have turned around the universities and agreed with the universities on the establishment of entrepreneurship. Soon we will roll out our calendar. Yesterday, I met with the VC in the middle and she said, oh, that our letter is coming to you soon, that it's been approved. So, I believe in the first quarter of next year or so, we should start our entrepreneurship in the University of Delta. Now, this program is open to every Delta, be it young or old. Even if we want to learn entrepreneurship now, all what me and you need to do, sir, is to wear more tie, and then wear some jeans and so we can fit in. Just dye our hair properly and just enter. So that they won't be looking at us and be wondering, what are these men doing here? So we'll start that early next year. And the program that we're teaching at Peterson, I like giving relatable examples. I have a nephew. He read petroleum engineering, read petroleum engineering. And he finished and called me, oh, I did it in NNPC. They are employing NNPC. And I said, okay, we'll do something. Let's just send the CV over. And he sent the CV. And we started talking to people we know. And hello, just hold on, we'll do something. While we're holding on, for the long story short, I told him, why don't you learn, upskill yourself in IT? And he agreed. And we sent him to go do that. All of a sudden, things started changing for him. And when you see a young man wearing very expensive wristwatch, and it's either he's doing left or he's picking it from somewhere. So when I have a conversation with him, where is all this coming from? He knows how to laugh a lot. He just look at you and laugh, but he hardly speaks. He don't. After a time, I was weary, and I really wanted to know where this is going from. And he said, Uncle, you know what? I work for a Norwegian company. I'm like, excuse me. Me and you were here. How did you work for a Norwegian company? We are here. And he laughed and he said, I work virtually for a Norwegian company, and I've been asked if I would like to come to Norway to work. And I've opted for that. I want to go to Norway to work. Okay. Anyway, long story short, he's in Norway now, married, with children, and he's doing a lot down here. But don't forget he read petroleum engineering. He didn't work in NMPC. By the time the job in NMPC came and you asked him, come and take NMPC, he said, nah, no, working in NMPC. Imagine a young man earning over $7,000. If somebody help us convert $7,000 now to naira. So you can imagine how much would NMPC pay him. You see? Why? Because he upskilled himself. This, how much? 12,250,000. 12,250,000. Let's look for another younger lady. Sorry, what's your name? What's your name? Douglas. Douglas, would you like to earn 12.2 million naira a month? What will you do with it? Is it not too much? Adults here are earning 500 and 600 and they are happy. You want to earn 12.2? You should be paying. Anyway, this was the view long time ago. But the Gen Zs, really they earn 100 million per minute. To them it's nothing. They feel they are capable. Please, a big round of applause for Gen Z. All you need to do is make yourself available for upskilling. It's not going to cost you anything. Now, when I came, I remember the speaker talking about somebody with the knowledge to build a website that will charge you 200,000 because he cannot connect technical skills to his business skills. But he, being a consultant, knows what the businessman wants and knows a technical person that will do it and will guide the technical man to do it right and will also relate such technicalities to the business owner, thereby satisfying and serving the business owner the best, and the business owner parting with his 1 million naira to him, and he can now chunk in 800,000 and give the technical man 200,000. Have you noticed so? Monkey the walk. You see? But guess what? Thank God our dear brother and erudite scholar and brother have told us the secret. What are we going to do at Gen Z? We will cut off the middleman. Have you noticed so? In cutting off the middleman, you need knowledge. What did the Bible say? It says study to make thyself. So, by the time you come to get this knowledge of techpreneurship, remember, not just studying tech, you are studying tech and the aspects of entrepreneurship, using that tech to drive entrepreneurship. So you are also studying business. So that thing that he knows, you will know part of it, you will know everything because you have been studying since. But you will know to some level. So by the time you develop yourself further again, you will know up to his level, and after a while, because he is older now, you will know more than him. I may not be so. That's how it is. So make yourself available to be taught and to give you this knowledge to be able to stand out in the business of tomorrow. And if you look at how the world is going these days, my son told me one time, my remote control, the battery went flat. And it was about, I think, 11 p.m. And I was trying to do it, and I couldn't control the TV. And about that time he called me, so he was talking with me, but he could see that I'm distracted. And I was always trying to do this. And he said, Dad, what thing? I said, is this control? The battery has just died. And it's after 11 p.m. And he said, Dad, go on Play Store and download the remote control and enter the make of the TV and then watch the TV. And I said, eh? It's not so simple. So I did as they had instructed. I downloaded it. I registered the TV, and my phone started working the TV. You see where technology is going? Internet of Things, everything is now connected now. So, you need the knowledge of IT to be able to do that. Imagine if my son hadn't told me that, I probably would have got fed up and said, let me go and sleep. And the following day, I will not know again because I'm fixated in what I know. And I don't want to learn any new thing. And probably I will never know that there's an easier way to use my phone as a remote control for my TV. He even said, not just the TV, you can connect the AC. And if you have a smart switch for light, you can connect the light. Is that possible? Yes. Everything is now interconnected. So what are we saying here? Young people, you need this knowledge of IT. Don't let it pass you over. Don't say you read history in school. Don't say you read sociology or whatever, that what you read is not computer science. Key into it, because with the knowledge of IT, you can do so many things. I was told recently that from this December, that Tesla will be launching their phone. Their phone is called Tesla Pi. This Tesla Pi will not use SIM card. The Tesla Pi is connected to the satellite. Like in my house, I use the Starlink system. Starlink system in the village here, Starlink system in my office in Asaba, and Starlink system in Abuja. So the speed I have here in the village, the bandwidth, is a bit faster than what I have in Abuja. So I do joke with my friends. I say, we are village men that have IT. We enjoy IT better than you people. And they say, how? I said, Starlink. Oh, it's Starlink in your village? I said, only my village. It's everywhere all over the world. All over the earth, Starlink is there. Economy, except for a few countries that have refused, they are blocking the signal, like North Korea and some other countries. But it's everywhere. Now it's coming out with the phone. It means that now, if I have a Starlink system, if I have a Tesla Pi phone, you have a Tesla Pi, somebody in the UK or US has a Tesla Pi, I don't need to buy a recharge card anymore. All I just need to do is to subscribe. They give us a flat rate. But your number is not different from mine. It's your UID and my UID. No longer that you are in Nigeria, you are in this. All those are people that know how to say, when you call, oh no, I'm in Lagos, when they're here. I'm in London, when they're here. It's time now for you to escalate that and tell us the right one. But, but don't forget that. There's a geolocation there. They don't bring you out and say, you're in Muji right now. So, you see where the world of technology is going? Where we're emphasizing this is that we need to embrace this technology because of the business of tomorrow. And let's talk about how this technology can help in your business without you having zero capital. Because what we're trying to do is to make sure that our young ones don't get into debt, that they can start the business from the scratch, bottoms up, right? Not top to bottom. Because when they told us top to bottom before, they dragged us down. Now we're trying to pull ourselves up, the bottoms up. Let's take the venture marketing. Yeah? Now what you could do is, I know I've tried it. That was 2 years ago we had the National Youth Summit. And I was asking myself, what will I tell these young people? Because I like to tell people what you can relate to and what I have done. And I told myself, how much do we need for this summit? They gave me the bill. I said, let me do something. I've been hearing this virtual marketing thing. Well, affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing. Let me try it and see how I can make money. My first son is with cyber security. My second son is doing business analytics. They are all IT related field. So I asked them to help carry out. Please, how do I do this? Parents, our children now, they know a lot more than us. So don't think that what will happen with them is accidental. They have wisdom that surpass our own and Lord. They wish to have that wisdom of old. With the wisdom of old and the new generational wisdom, we can make the world better. So let's always ask for the advice. Now my son told me that in affiliate marketing, it's not just that you market everything. What you do, go on Amazon. Instead, you want to teach me a trick that most people don't relate with. Now the trick is not written anywhere in the book. It's a way you see products. Product A, product B. Check if this one has been bought like over 200 million times or 500 million times around the world. And this one is just 10 million times around the world. Don't take this one. Take this one. When you take the picture of this, you create your own site. You create your own site, you link it up to there is marketplace where you can actually sell products, but there's a link to Amazon. Then you just keep it there. The marketplace, you pay for the space, small. That's either you pay in advance or when you make sales, they deduct their money. So I have them deducting their money when I make sales. So in that way, no venture, no this thing, what? No gain, no loss now. No gain, no loss. So I decided to opt for that. And I tried a few products and I put them there. Every day I check my phone, I get notification. Somebody bought my product from Belarus. Somebody bought my product from Papua New Guinea. Somebody bought my product from Vanuatu. These are some topics that I've never even heard of. Somebody bought my phone from Liechtenstein. From strange countries. My product. Where did I produce it in? At the end of the day, I take my virtual wallet on Amazon. I have credited good money. So within that 8 weeks, building up to the summit, I've made so much money without doing any other thing than that. I didn't leave, I didn't carry. I just moved from point A to point B. Register God, I'm supposed to register. I'm trying not to give you all the details so that you can come and learn. That's why I'm holding something back from you. So I just register all the details and then I start getting notification. And the beauty, I was able to move that even before PayPal started registering Nigeria. At the time, PayPal don't agree with us. But because I was able to move that money into my bank, change the money, and I was able to use it to host the conference and has extra change, plenty, without me spending money from my pocket. Now, that thing is still ongoing. So now I don't just check it. I just look at, like when I look everywhere, don't try, I just open that when I did it. Then I move it, you understand? I'm not doing anything other than to own the page. And when they make sales, they deduct their own commission. And I take on my own pay. You understand? So simple. So, Deborah, right? To Douglas. Oh, Douglas. I was wondering. The Douglas is a male name. But you know these days everything goes now. You know, some people you say that name is Alexis. So anyway, for what is what? She's able to make this money now. Let's say she's the one that is doing all of it. She's able to make this money without borrowing money from anyone. Except The data, she's using the data to chat online anyway. She's doing gossip on Facebook. Did you see that person? Did you see this sister? This sister did not do this sister do that. Why use that data to gossip when that data can be making good money for you? You see? This is what we're saying, young people. That you can make more money by being productive. In anything you're doing, as young people, try as much as possible to make sure that you make money. Because money these days does not care about your age, your location, or your color. What it cares about is the idea that you carry. And they say idea rules the world. So, young people here, I join you to join us in this special journey where idea will rule the world. And also, in closing, I'd like to say that this young professional forum, the Anioma regional chapter, I'd like to say that the Peterson Foundation would like to partner and give you something. I've come to understand and know Pastor Emmanuel as an objective, direct, well-focused, God-loving man who is concerned about development and working with development economies. That is what you see for everything I do is about how to develop society. So Pastor, I would like us to work together such that the next conference that will come out, I believe is every December now. Is this the main edition? Good. This is edition 1.0. So going for edition 2.0, these students and these young professionals will make pitch to us. So we will have judges the way our invited guests have sat down. People will come and make pitches of the kind of businesses, because what I want you to take home here, young professionals, is challenge for you to go and research. And where will you get the research to? You have it in your hand. Is there any young person here that doesn't have an Android phone? Please let's see. You are young, don't lie. This is still church, don't lie. There were 2 or 3 are gathered, God is there in their midst. So I want to believe that everyone here has an Android phone. So if you have an Android phone, you already have the tool for research into the kind of business that you do. Now, our challenge to you is form yourself in cabal. I mean cabal, not the cabal that you see cabal doing bad things. This is cabal, the house of God that will do good things. Okay? You form yourself in groups. A group of 4, 5, so that the decision can be reached. So where 3 agree or 2 do not agree, they can be. A group of 5. Then write a business case so that by next December, same time when they fix it, we will have professionals here to listen to the business pitch that you are going to present to us. So that from that your pitch, you see, finance is difficult these days. But guess what? We have to help out. We don't want you going to the bank because the bank, the rate now, I think it's 24 to 30% per annum. What can you produce with that? Before you know you are negative in debt. And there is other people that lend money, we call them shy locally, loan sharks. Loan sharks, they have fiscal loan shark, they have the app loan shark now. You take their money, you know that you have taken wahala. I saw a message on my phone one time when they put my chef is from Togo, they put RIP. I was shocked, but I was in Abuja, the chef is here. When did this boy die? So I quickly called. I thought the family put them. When I called, they said, no, guy is here. I said, but they said you're RIP. Doctor, I borrowed money from people. You see, that is the extent to which they will go, so we don't want your case to be like that. So that what we want is that you come and do your pitch here. We will look at your pitch and look at the bankable ones between 1 million and 5 million. We'll be able to provide you with funding. Look, don't get it twisted. We're not touching you. Just as Peter said, there's no investor that will give you money because he likes your pitch or he likes your money. He'll give you money for you to maximize that money for him. You understand? When we are giving you this money, we are giving you this money for you to maximize it and return back to this conference so that the following year we will have more money to give to other businesses, right? So this is seed capital for us to start. That's what we're trying to do. So don't think that we'll just come and say one or two things and then we'll pay this money into your account. No. Rather, we'll follow through. Those things you want to buy, you say you want to buy, with benefit of hindsight, because we have lived your age long time ago, we'll know whether it's good or not. We'll get them for you, and we'll get you to work. So don't think that you take the money to go and buy an iPhone. What do you call it again? iPhone Pro Max. No, you're not buying iPhone Pro Max. You understand? So it is for you to be productive, so that you can get a little push for you to start, so that it can be said that from our own hometown we have a conference for young professionals, a forum that to chart the course for young professionals, help them hand in hand to achieving success. And that conference is brought about by the Young Professionals Forum, headed here by Pastor Anioma. On that note, I would like to say thank you very much.
As the host